Oh, hello, Wen. Hi. 6 a.m. GMT +7. Oh yeah, you're ahead. You're in the future. That's right. Good morning. Good night. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just gone 12:30. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight. I'm just listening to another podcast. So, and this podcast goes on for 2 hours, 11 minutes. It goes on for longer than I thought. So maybe I will be streaming for the whole podcast. Oh, you got a lunar orbit. Well done. Well done. It's good once you get in there. Next step is to land, is it? Where you got a loot now? Oh, so you're going to well out of Kerbin's sphere of influence. Game didn't render it complete. Oh. Right, have we got enough fuel to get back to KSC? I don't know if we have. Okay. Planning to attempt as reusable rockets in Juno, New Origin sandbox. Okay. Any tips? I don't know. It's a different game, isn't it? So I don't know how it's going to work. I've never actually seen it either. So I don't think I can help you. Similar physics, though. We need to launch our SSTO again, so maybe we can look at that. Oh, it came down. I forgot to put the parachutes out. Oh, See, it's me listening to the other. I'm listening to this podcast at the same time. All right. Where is our SSTO? What did I call it? This thing. This is ours. This is our SSTO. Huh? Yeah, this is our SSTO, single stage to orbit, so that we can get to orbit and back in one go. Though it needs to be, we've got too many fuel tanks on here. This could probably be a bit smaller. Because I kept adding fuel tanks rather than adding a bigger fuel tank, and so oh, we could do a version B actually. We could do a version B. Right, and then try and reduce the number of fuel tanks. Get rid of those. Stick that down there. Stick that down there, and then get them off. So we've got 2 tanks here, and that could just be 1. Could do a version B. I don't know how well a version B would go because we haven't done the testing. That's one of those tanks. We need a bigger version of that. Because we've got this tank on the bottom, a single tank on the bottom. Making sure, right, get the clip in and everything right. That's come off there. So if we do that, press C, get that to close up a little bit. Oh, where's the other end? What happened to the other end? Right, got to start this over again now. So one tank. Will that work with one tank? Is there a bigger tank than that? Is there a tank between those sizes? Rockomax 64. Rockomax, that one. There we go. Thing is, this is taller. Wait, you can't resize tanks? No, I can't resize tanks. There is a mod to do it, but we don't have that mod. Right, because we know we can get Kerbals up to that point, can't we? Because we got a Kerbal repacker. Right. I think I want to add a ladder. Where's the other ladder? Because we've got a platform that can bring a Kerbal up to about this height, so we still want to be able to bring a Kerbal aboard. I mean, admittedly, we can always do it through the docking port at the bottom. Right, so this is version B. Let's see if this works. Right, we got 4,393 delta V, and we have a thruster weight of TWR of 1333. 1333. Is this enough? Because I thought reducing the number of tanks, would that reduce the number of the weight? Useless weight? So I'd like to have more delta V, to be honest. Nope, there's the one way to find out. With no Kerbals aboard, we'll test it. Launch. See how far we get. Sorry, I'm drinking a cup of tea. Yeah, I should mute if I'm drinking tea. F5. It's good having tea. Drink tea multiple times a day. Okay, yeah, I've just finished my tea. Okay, it's not a perfect orbit. Not a perfect orbit, but we are in orbit. We don't have a lot of fuel left. I was hoping for more fuel than this. I'll try and bring it back now. Yeah, we have less. How far did we go? We had like 77 by about 93. It wasn't a perfect orbit, but it was good enough to get us into orbit. But now I'm worried about the amount of fuel we got to go back. Yeah, we did orbit. We got into orbit. Yeah, with a single stage, you got all the way to orbit, single stage, and we did the deorbit burn. It did it. Yeah, yeah, it did it. 1.3 thrust to weight, and there we go. There's our landing. But I don't do a repulsive landing. I do the landing with parachutes. And then we got a vehicle to come out here and pack the parachutes. Hi, Rocky. Oh, I notified you. Well done. Yeah, Wen was just asking about SSTOs. That's why we flew the SSTO again, showing that we can get this thing into orbit and back. I'm starting to feel that now is the time you're live. Yeah, yeah. I started about 20 past, and it's like 55 now. I've just shown Wen that we've got an SSTO that is able to get to orbit and get back from orbit in one go. But again, launching this again, we have launched this once before from the ground, but it's a bit awkward, and it takes a long time to refuel it because we need a bigger vehicle to refuel it with, and we got vehicles to come out here and repack the parachutes. Yes, single stage to orbit reusable. Yeah, all we have to do is repack the parachutes because it lands by parachutes, and we need to stick fuel on it. Well, the Mark III refueler. This is the refueler we're working on. I don't think this one worked, did it? We were messing with this. I'm not sure if it worked. We were messing with this a couple of weeks ago. What's the problem with this? We need engineers on board because it keeps breaking. If I remember rightly, this keeps breaking, and we need some way of getting wheels, repairing the wheels. Oh, and that's right. The Kerbals couldn't get aboard this, could they? Kerbals couldn't get aboard this. Not sure if that's going to help them get aboard. I made one, but but I wasn't the best at landing it. All my rockets still use one stage to orbit, though. Right, let's try that little platform. Let's try that little platform over there. Now we need things on the back to repair the wheels, because the wheels keep breaking. Save. Yeah, this is the newer version of the refueler, but this one didn't work well, I don't think. I think it was a bit heavy and kept breaking. So let's reduce the fuel load a bit. Save. Launch. I've never personally touched a cargo, so don't ask me. Play console where there isn't cargo. There isn't cargo on consoles. Oh, hi Queen. Sorry, I didn't realise you were there. Queen lover, you're a new chatter. I didn't see you there. What is this? This is just fuel tanks on wheels. The idea is we can plug it up to the SSTO and refuel it. But yeah, this is a work in progress, though. This is a work in progress. It doesn't. This is only the second time we've tried it, and last time it broke. It just kept breaking the wheels and... So we're going to go over there, try and plug it up. Now I think we can transfer fuel through the telescopic mount, can't we? We can transfer fuel. Like let's have that fuel tank there, right? And do this fuel tank, and then see. Yeah, see the in and outs aren't working, but we know if we tab out, then tab back in, we got them to work. We'll find out now. We'll find out now. We'll find out now if we can transfer fuel to it or not. Hi, Jason. Jason Palomino. Looks like a cannon. It does look like a giant cannon. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So, Kerbal projects. Giant cannon. I've seen other Kerbal players make a giant cannon, so we're going to do a giant cannon at some point. The thing is, it's got so much weight on it, it takes a long time to stop. I know if we hit the brakes, it breaks the wheels, so we just have to go back on the Come on, brake, 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 brake. Yeah, we've gone a bit too fast. So much weight, there's so much momentum. I was testing features on Kerbin. I was trying to dock moon buggies. Now Jebediah is lost in the mountains. Lost in the mountains on the moon, or lost in the mountains on Kerbin? Because my Jeb died. My Jeb died very early game. This is a Korea game, by the way. When are you making the missile? Oh yeah, you mentioned the missile yesterday. I just put it on there, didn't I? Like vertical launch, horizontal lantern, missile launcher with boosters, giant cannon. Yeah, well, we could have a go later. But I mean, we need to make sure we got enough money to do projects as well. Where's our money? We got 860,000, but we have just been messing with the SSTO. My Valentina got lost in solar orbit. Oh, my Valentina's still alive. She's been into solar orbit, but yeah, luckily she's still alive. What's the name of my Kerbal that's done the most? What's his name? I forgot it. It was Johnard, wasn't it? Johnard. Oh, we're travelling a bit too fast. We're travelling a bit too fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Boop. Hit it. Oh, no. No, don't fall over. Don't fall over. Right, okay. Because this has got so much weight, there's so much momentum in it. Could do with more wheels, actually. Right, just approach it slowly. Okay, slowly does it, slowly does it. Does that look like straight on? Doesn't look quite straight on, does it? Jink it over a bit. Yeah, I don't think it's tilting that much. It might be just because the camera angle. Let me take you on a little trip to my sonic ship. Now I've got a small fly on the monitor. There's a small fly on the monitor. My cat is sitting in the window. She's asleep in the window. Pick choice. Oh, it's not quite there, not quite there. We're going to travel faster than light, so hang on your overcoat tight. Is that what song is that? Party time. Who sings Party Time? What's her name? It's not Rita. Sugar Spice World. What is it? What's that song? Yeah, Columbia. Are we out of power? Oh, we're out of electronic charge. We're out of electronic charge. We're out of power. Gonna wait till it charges a bit. Is something by the kinks? Hang on. Let me go to another tab a sec. Sings party. No, that's not the. Sorry, I was just looking. Party. Sugar. Welcome to Sugar Spice World. No. Oh, it's not finding. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Not finding the person I'm looking for. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just. It's a song, but I have no clue what the name is. My supersonic ship, I think. Because I was listening to the music for the first time in 2.5 years, just a couple of days ago, and yeah, I'm looking at fuel. Electronic fuel charge. Electronic charge is a bit low at the moment. We need more batteries. Yeah. So obviously that's our problem with this. We need more power. So Jason's going to lift off in the Space Shuttle Columbia or Space Shuttle in 16 minutes, 1 minute. Space Shuttle 16 in 1 minute. I'm just going to speed up time so our electronic charge goes up. Good Godspeed Shuttle 16. Engine gimbal problem. There we go, got it. Alright, see the problem we have with this is the wheels. So when we attach, the wheels break. See, that's why I put loads of repair kits on there, because the wheels are all broken. It's tilting, I fix it. So close. Now the problem we got now is I can't right click on it. See, there's a problem. I can't right click anything. Why is it not right clicking? Go back to the Space Center. So this is a problem we had last time, why we couldn't get the SSTO to work properly. And then when we detached, there was a Kraken bug and it wouldn't detach properly. So if we go back to fly, so it's making me think we need some gantry or something to pick it up and move it around. Track the legs. See, now we've got the fuel tanks, right? We've got fuel tanks, but I can't click on that fuel tank. Why can't we click on that fuel tank? We can't click on there. We can't click on anywhere. See? What's up with this? I'm right clicking on the fuel tanks and nothing's happening. Columbia broke the speed of sound. Dang. See, there's some sort of bug. Oh, we got that. We can only click on that fuel tank. Got that one fuel tank, but we can't click on anything else. Booster cut off? Yeah, booster's off. Well, why is it saying moving? What's target? Is that the target over there? No target. Don't get it. I don't understand. Of course, I'm using Linux and Proton DB to run the game. Because these fuel tanks are broken. They're clipping into the gantry, the truss by there, and they've broken the wheels. So I think it's just broken at some point. We'll just recover the vessel. We know that we can launch that and get it into orbit and bring it back. So it's operational, but we can't refuel it on the ground so far. That's something we can work on. I'm tilting. Isn't tilting a condition? As in, not a condition for spacecraft. It's a condition for actual people in tilting. Because I don't know what it is. Because what's his name? Alec Kanogia has mentioned tilt. Good tilt, or I'm spinning around. Right, what are we doing? We're almost got 1 million, so we can work on a rocket and a missile. Was it when we wanted a missile launcher of some sort? So we'll experiment with doing a missile launcher. So we'll do. Oh no. So yeah, I don't know what this is going to look like. Stick a cockpit there. Let's get the gantries and just see what we can build. Turn the flag off. Toggle flag. Dock to your station. Oh yeah, we needed to work on those communication satellites, didn't we, to have improved the communications between the stations. It's good enough. Guys, smile, Jason. Not remove from Sentry. I didn't want to do that. Control Z. Right, ridge attachment on and grandparent part. Save. Yeah, I haven't planned out this. We're just working on these plans as we're building it. Doubles Kerman, Lyrico. Oh, they're deaded. They're deaded. Poor Kerbals. Poor Kerbals. And yeah, I have to try and sit comfortably on my chair. I can sit more comfortably on my chair tonight because my cat's not on the buffet. Sorry, and cough a little. I'll mute a second. Sorry if I'm not talking much while building this. Lift off. Jason's trying it again. I mean, that's a good thing about these games. You can always try it again, isn't it? Stratosphere. Stick an engineer aboard. Space! Wait, we'll do that. Let's get rid of that. Leary floated away. What? You've got an EVA going and someone's floated away. Can you rescue them? If you're still in orbit, you can always do a rescue mission later. I mean, not suborbital, are you? Sub. Yeah, it's not good for a Kerbal. Sorry, I'm not reading chat at the moment. I'm concentrating on this. But they survived. Oh, well done. All right, let's try this thing. Lost a wing. There goes the other one. All right, let's see. Look at this thing. What the hell are we doing with this? F5. Ready? Okay, sort of worked, didn't it? Sort of worked. Successful first test. Yeah, yeah. It was only a first test. Right, you might say, well, why you only got fins on one side and not on the other side? Well, the original Rapier missiles, surface-to-air missiles, had fins like that. But they only had the fins on the one side. Leary survived. There you go, let's try that. Right, see if they get any further. Thing is, we're wasting money because every time we fire these, they're... Wait, if we remove from symmetry, can we remove from symmetry? Yes, we can. And we can remove that from symmetry. We can do one at a time. So it's that one gets fired first, and that one gets fired first. So we can fire them one at a time. She took a hard fall. Couple of days of recovery. Hi, Matthew Wilcox. Hello. I love seeing people play this game. It's such a classic. I've been playing for many years. You're not the only one. Yeah, there's a lot of us have been playing many years. Myself, EJ, Red, Linux Guru Gamer, Rover Dude. Lots of people are still playing it. Does Rover Dude still play Kerbal Space Program? He probably does. I haven't seen what's his name. Red Munchkin Gaming. I haven't seen him do Kerbal for a while. Okay, let's save. Let's go. Let's see how far we're going with this. This is a career save. So every time we're firing these things, we're losing money. So we gotta take on some contracts or something later. Oh, we've got a couple of launch stages in orbit we can bring back, and their recovery will bring some money. Well, Jason's got a countdown, I suppose, for your own launch, is it? 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, going. Yeah. All right, we'll try again. Okay. All right. alerts and then we'll try it again. Fatal crash. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay then, F5. Ready? As long as the Kerbals survive, Jason. It's like I'm worried about this Sidling down here. It's just only meters from a solid rocket. Alright, how fast? We're going to get to the piano keys? Okay. They go out of control. They go out of control. We'll have to do something about that. Okay, let's try that. I think do it a little higher. It's true, we could make this a little bit higher, couldn't we? Okay, let's try that. Okay. Right, ready? No, still goes off to the side. Three, two, one. Thing is, we're just wasting money at the moment. Shoot the missiles up. All right, we'll try it now. Oh, cat on desk. Come on. Oh, there's a cat sat on desk. Hang on. There's a cat sat right in front of the keyboard at the moment. There's a cat sat in front of the keyboard. I'm going to have to see what she wants a second. Sorry, now a quick break. Do you want me to leave Kerbal on the screen, or do you want me to show cat pictures? I'll be back in a minute. I've got to find out what she wants, because otherwise she'll sit on the keyboard and stick a pause on the monitor. Quick break. Okay, I've just been appeased with treats. Right, stick my headphones on, headset on, turn light off. I'll get my feet off the buffet in case my cat wants to go on there. Adjust my chair. Kerbal. Oh, it's been rolling backwards the whole time. Okay, let's try this. Okay. All right. Should we get some money? We got a Kerbal we can rescue. Oh, we got 2 Kerbals we can rescue. Hi, Lucas. Yeah. If you don't just come in, Lucas, we were making rocket launchers. Making rocket or SRB launchers rather. Making silly SRB launchers. There's silly SRB launcher. We just took on a couple of contracts because we were wasting money by just firing rockets. Yeah, this is the silly thing we were making. They were just going out of control. So yeah, they weren't that good. Yeah, I think what we need fins further back on them. They were just going out of control. So I mean, if we can move the centre of pressure further up. Oh, hang on, why are we doing this? Why are we wasting all this money? That's not holding tank of mass. Central weight. Right, if we do that, let's stick that on top. Stick that on the top and stick a bunch of ore in that. Right, so that's going to move the centre of mass further forward. It's just silly. What? Oh, we'll try it. We'll try it. We'll try it. We can do the same with this one, can't we? Okay, hang on. We've got a Kerbal aboard, an engineer, just in case we need it. Sidlings aboard, save, launch. Okay, we'll try this now. Okay, right, try this now. There we go. Oh, it's a little bit better. Alright, let's go and rescue these Kerbals. It's okay, Jason. We did another test of the rocket launcher and it didn't work anyway. So I just took on some Kerbal rescue things, contracts. So we're just going to do some Kerbal rescues. F5. My cat on desk, but she's going to go in the window. And my cat is now sat on the mouse mat. So I'm hoping she's going to go in the window. Just waiting for this to get into space. Over 70,000. Wait, why do you have no spoilers? Because it's a space rocket and there's no spoilers on it. Because we don't always play Kerbal, we play other things as well. Yeah, what was I looking at the other day? I think it was. Well, it's an F3H Demon, I think, and it's an aircraft that had spoilers at one point, and I didn't realise they used spoilers to turn in, like other aircraft do. You know, F4s and Tonkers and military aircraft use spoilers, like B-52 and a B-1. That's right, a B-1. That's how you do the roll control on the B-1. The B1 has really interesting roll control. Sorry, you've got me thinking of spoilers on the wings now. Yeah, the B1 Lancer, they got roll control from spoilers on the wings, which I believe don't work at supersonic speeds. So you can use the tailerons at the back work, and also the lower fin, because it's got a two-part fin, and the lower fin actually works in roll on a B1 bomber, and that's really interesting. One of the only aircraft I think they actually do that, where they use one of the rudders, because it's got two rudders, as a roll surface, which is really, really interesting. I think it just compensates because the tail planes are higher up on the fin, because it's got variable geometry wings, swing wings, which is interesting. Just interesting. Sorry, I like aircraft. Right, that's it. We're in orbit, 81 by 81. That's a good enough orbit. Got down here, apoapsis, periapsis, good enough. F5. We've got to rescue a Kerbal now. We've got two Kerbals to rescue. Is the microphone on? Yes, the microphone's on. And where's these Kerbals to rescue? Huh? I thought they'd be in low Kerbin orbit. Oh, the one's all the way out there. Well, where's the other one? Oh, this Kerbal's going in the wrong direction. Oh, we have to do a launch in the other direction in order to get them. Where's the other Kerbal then? We didn't check that. We'll have to do a reverse launch in order to get that Kerbal. Oh, we got VIP. The other one's a VIP. So we've just launched a grappling probe for no reason. Tell you what, let's bring the launch stage back.
terrain, terrain. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Terrain, pull up, pull up.
Are we going to get 100%? %. See, 98%. Hello, Real Rocky. Yeah, 98%. Though we were just on the runway, we're 98%, so we've got to be careful about that. Right, we're going to have to launch that again. We're going to have to launch that again, but go in the other direction. It's a more difficult rendezvous with this Kerbal. No, I didn't see anything you sent. Unless you had a speech thing earlier. Let me scroll up. Missile was the last thing you said. I'll send it again. Remember, I'm using chat on OBS, so I'm not seeing it. If you're trying to attach anything in chat, no, I don't see anything because I'm using chat in OBS. Let me go to chat on. You're attaching something in chat. So let me just, I'm just bringing up a tab at the moment. It's not, it's just a question. Huh? I'll send it again. There, it's not, it's just a question. That's all I'm getting off you. Unless there's something in you're replying to a post. Right, let's launch this anyway. Right, this launch is going to be more difficult because we've got to go in that direction. So I've got to remember, my muscle memory always is to go in this direction, and we've got to go west this time. F5. It will dock with my main station. So what, you're trying to show a picture or something? Did you see those? I didn't copy and paste that. No, I don't see anything. Uses up more fuel going in the other direction, going westwards. So it takes a bit more concentration. It feels so strange going west. mean? It's like launches out of Vandenberg that go north and south and westwards in over the ocean, rather than Kennedy Space Center and the Cape, and some of the launches at the Cape. Did you see what I sent immediately before this? No, I didn't, Real Rocky. Payload. The word is payload. Feels so strange. Maybe we did it that way, but the thing is, all the controls will be reversed, so we're going to do it this way around. 60, 61, 62. I'm looking at the apoapsis at the moment, making sure we got. I'm aiming for about 81. There we go. I'll do coast phase until we get into orbit. It just feels strange going in the other direction. It feels so strange. Into this over 70. Can you see the word? All I can see is your sentence, can I see the word? Why is that not sent? The words, is there? There's some sort of word you're not set. It's not displaying, is there? It's not even inappropriate or anything. I don't know. Maybe it's a YouTube thing. What? Put in my shuttle? You put a rocket or something in there? Is there? And there might be some. The word starts with S and ends in D. Sand. Sand. No. Six letters long. 6 letters SD. Shield. No, it's not 6 letters. It involves a question. Has an L and O sound. Oh, right. Should. Because I banned the word should on Twitch, so I probably done it on here as well. Should, SHOULD, should is a banned word. That's one of the words which I've banned. Yes. Okay, the reason I banned that is PDA, is stop people backseat gaming. You should do this, you should do that. and I've had bad experiences in the past playing games of people saying, backseat gaming. No, because I got ASD with PDA, and that's really irritating, because it's irritating. People trying to play the game, trying to tell me what I should do this, I should do that, and it just drives me nuts. So I decided I'm banning that word. Well, I was asking what to put in my shuttle. Oh, right. What would you like to put in the shuttle? How about a fuel tank with a couple of docking ports and a a solar panel, so that you can use it as a long range fuel tank for future missions and just leave it in orbit. What about the Kerbals on board? You could just bring them back. You don't have to. You could leave a Kerbal on board. You could have a small single pod on there, and that's a really mini space station. Just a mini space station, just one Kerbal on it. You don't have to have a Kerbal on board. I mean, you could write down a list of ideas like that. Write down 3 or 4 ideas, and then get a dice and roll a dice, and then add a bit of. In fact, I keep dice on my desk. I got a set of dice on my desk, and I've got a set of dice in my bag. I carry my day bag, and sometimes I just use them for decision making. I can roll a dice and use it for decision making. Right. I know this is going to be awkward. We've got to try and get them back from here. First ever barrel roll. Nice. Because we're going the wrong way. We need minus 180 in it. Trying to deorbit with RCS because we ran out of fuel. It's the problem with going westwards when you're doing the an opposite way round the. It just uses up more fuel when you go in the opposite direction. See, it's not bad since we got back using only RCS. We're reasonably close to the runway. It's not bad. We've got launch stages to bring back. We've got like 3 launch stages, I believe, to bring back. Oh no, we brought back 1. Oh, hi, Gary Blue. I started doing the thingy. I started doing a skin, but I haven't finished. I only did 1. Started doing a skin, but I don't know. That doesn't look as good as I'd hoped. So life could be a lot better. I can tell you that. You okay? Oh, and someone when I showed off this the other day, the mod. When I showed off the mod the other day, we had. Was it yesterday or the day before? People were asking about it, so I mentioned your name and how to get the mod. Okay. Because they're asking how it worked or where I got it from. I mentioned, yeah, oh, it's Gary Blue. He comes in here occasionally. I've added some more stuff. We got people were asking yesterday, make a new thumbnail. Giant cannon and missile launcher. That's what we were doing earlier this evening. We did a missile launcher with boosters. We did a missile launcher. So yeah. And I just brought this back. We rescued a Kerbal. The Kerbal was going the wrong way around Kerbin, and so this was more awkward to come back. And we ran out of fuel, and I've just deorbited it on with RCS. We've got a tourist contract now, and then I don't know. I might go out for a walk actually because it's 2:30 in the morning. Oh no, it's not 2:30 in the morning. It's we've been streaming for 2 hours 30 minutes. Where's my phone? It's 2:54 in the morning, 5 to 3. So I might do this Kerbal contract, and then the Kerbal contract we've got is just a VIP around Kerbin. Got another VIP we can take. 250, yeah, 250. Yeah. Yeah, we've been losing the alarm panel, though I did reduce the volume. I do notice the text comes up on the screen. It's like when I've got a launch stage plummeting towards the runway before we fire the parachutes, the alarm sounds go off. We've got this tourist, haven't we? Got a tourist. Got a tourist flight. Yeah, I got rid of the screenshot mod, the slideshow mod, because it was just making the loading screens longer. No, this on the right-hand side. Right? Oh, I mean alarm. Oh, no. Mini note, what's this? Hide on exit. Mini note. Alarm set for tab 1. I don't understand, because we don't have the mini note on. Kerbal voice. Kill warp. So confirm sets it, does it? Alright, delete alarm. Okay. Close panel. Alright, we'll just see what that does. Create new tab and add alarm for Kerbin orbiting. So new tab. Orbit. How do you spell orbiting? Is it one T or 2? Kerbin, suborbital, orbiting. Oh right, it's going to stick it up here, is it? Select these. Kerbal voice. Confirm. So we got that. Delete alarm. Oh, so the alarm's per tab. Okay. Tab 3. Or alarm for orbiting Kerbin. Alright. Let's see what happens there. Launch. And then it will pop up and inform you once you reach orbit and keep mini. Yeah, I've been streaming for 2 hours 31 minutes, so the loading screens are getting longer. Keep mini note in the alarms panel. Mini note. It will show you this, what I write in tab 3. Oh, so what? So it's just going to show what's in the tab when something happens. Good. All right. Launch it. F5. Okay. T. Put the throttle down. F5 again. Yes. Right, we're launching eastwards, back to the normal way this time. Because the last launch was westwards. Funny stories. First release was only a calculator, then you add notes. Oh, it's just a calculator. Okay. You keep adding stuff. It's mission creep. Mission creep. That's what it is. Mission creep. You know what? I've done it again. I'm not paying. See, I must be tired or something. Because I'm listening to this podcast. We've just launched a grappler. We've got 2 of these in orbit now that we don't need. We were supposed to bring a tourist to orbit. Anyway. So let's just get this into orbit now. So I wasn't paying attention. Well, there's your alarm, because now we're in orbit. Oh, there you go. It works. There you go. Because we're in orbit now. I see. I just wonder how can you use that. Let's get rid of that. What are the other options? Should we delete the alarm? Interesting. Right, 80 by 81. You know what? It might actually be a good idea keeping a couple of these in orbit, because that way we can just use them when we take on another contract. Right, let's bring this back. So we've got 2 of those in orbit now. VAB, you can write some adjustments to your craft while on orbit, and you go into the VAB and it will pop up so you don't forget what to do. In fact, we need to write down that we got 2 of those 72s in orbit. Shuttle in orbit. Your own shuttle, real rocky. Nice. What payload have you got? What did you go with the payload in the end? I mean, you don't have to tell me. It's okay. Oh, you removed the payload. Okay. Replaced it with fuel. Orbital descent, exit orbit, docked, splashed, landed in atmosphere, so you can plan ahead for your mission. Exit orbit. Coming in too fast. Coming in too fast. Check gear button, it will click gear button, it will silence alarms. Oh, okay, that's a very conscientious thing to add. Can I just hit G? Right, we've got to get this tourist Kerbal to orbit and back. Sorry, excuse me. I think we need a better space plane as well. I think we need a better design for this. Only sync rate will stay on. All right, let's get this Kerbal to orbit, the tourist. Okay, quick saving. VIP, yeah. I don't even know what the Hudney. So we'll only put up notes on specific rocket. I think Gary Blue. I think it's going to do anything. No, it's attached to the tab. I'm looking at apoapsis. Is it only the selected craft in case you've got another craft somewhere else who's doing something? I'm going to design a Minmus base and land it with the help of the refueler. So we haven't done much with our Minmus base. The idea with the design of the Minmus base that we did, or I've done here, is that it's expandable, and we've only got the 2 modules. And it should be able to be moved around as well. I wanted to do a moon base because I haven't got anything on the moon. I got one little probe on the moon, and that's all we got, I think. Maybe some science experiments on the moon. Okay, it'll be too hard. It'll be too hard to attach note to the craft, because once it's docked craft, taking ID of a dominating craft really mess. Yeah, because once you dock, the ID changes to the craft you docked to, or something like that. Right, we've got this Kerbal in orbit. Your the speed is very much tied to what altitude you're at in orbit. Because if you're going, what's our current speed? 2,200. Yeah. So if you're doing less than 2,000, like we're doing 2,300 now. If you're doing a lower speed than that, you're going to be at a lower orbit. So with your speed is very much tied to what altitude you're at. Because if you change your speed any, your altitude is going to change. So if you're going a certain speed, you're always going to be at the same altitude. Also, speed is rising, meaning you're probably gaining altitude. Because we're 2,301 now, and the altitude is going up. Or going down, rather. Well, that's 204. That's going up. That's going down. Hang on. Have I got this arse backwards? Yeah, we're heading towards periapsis. Periapsis is when you're at the fastest, isn't it? Hang on. My head's fried. Because you slow down, you reduce. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, if you slow down, you're at a lower orbit. Sorry, I'm getting confused now. You slow down, you're getting a lower orbit, but you're physically going faster around the planet. So if you're slowing down, that means you're at a lower orbit. And if your speed is rising, it means you'd be on that side. Our speed would, once we pass periapsis, our speed will start rising. So our current speed is like 2,304, and as soon as we passed periapsis, it'll start going up. 2,305. Hi, Jason. I won't be streaming for too much longer. Yeah, slowing down by rising speed. Huh? Yeah. So right, once we pass periapsis, you'll see the speeds down here increasing. See 2,305.4. 2,305.4. Or decreasing, rather. Decreasing. Right, decreasing. 2,305.3. There you go. It's Saturn. Yeah, it looks like it because we've got lots of stuff. We've actually, I've just acknowledged earlier that we've got lots of stuff in orbit that are just junk. We did 2 miss launches that we didn't have to do tonight, so we got even more stuff in orbit that shouldn't be there. And we've got a launch stage going in the wrong direction as well up here somewhere. Right, what are we doing? We're going to get to the space station. We've got to get to the space station and offload some of this fuel. Right, we've got to do the inclination change first. Where's the node? There you go. There's the node there. 0.3. That's an ascending node, right? So we'll just talk through this because I feel I'm making mistakes tonight. Anti-normal, which is descending, and we've got the ascending node. We move to here, do an descending burn, and it'll change our inclination. Right, warp here. You okay, real Rocky? Run out of power. The sun will come around though. The sun will come around in time. You could warp ahead, and then it'll come around in time. It will. It'll light up the panels. It's like if you're in orbit, your attitude stays in the same, pointing in the same direction, because you need power to change the attitude in orbit. So if you just stay in the same attitude, then over time it'll wait half a year or something, and it'll eventually the sun will come around because you're orbiting around a planet which is going around the sun. Okay, it's fixed. Dock and add more batteries. Hang on, I'll read that now, Jason. I'm just concentrating on this. Okay. I once saved a whole board of Kerbals when I ran out of fuel in low orbit, and I used a Kerbal to push the rocket in retrograde. The Kerbal used RCS, and they came back safe. It's an impressive save. Neil Kerbal, yeah. Yeah, there are proper names that come up in the Kerbals eventually. There are some real names, but they're like rare. We have some Easter eggs. Like I saw a Sarah once, Sarah, but who came up in the choosing a mission, but then I didn't go after that Kerbal. We just got Bob, Valentina. Who else we got on board? Jamie, Jordan. They're not special names. Gillen. They're just some of the random names. Okay, let's get in the right position. Open that. Control from here. We're close to docking. I have KSP1. KSP2 never went onto the consoles, did it? Nice docking station, looks good too. Yeah, this is an old station. It was originally just fuel. It was just a fuel tanks, but I've added stuff on it. Like this on the end is actually an old landing thing and refueler that I had on Minmus to refuel the tugs. but it didn't work, and I was going to deorbit it, but I attached it to the station temporarily, and I thought it looked good, so I kept it here. And this is one of the landers, and just a spare fuel tank we got in there at the moment. And one of the tugs. F5. All right. Okay, bring this Kerbal back now. So just writing some notes, and my caps lock key is on. Right, let's bring these Kerbals back. 81, aiming for 81. I was trading. I was trading Kerbals out of the rocket editor when I put one out center of mass, lowered a tiny bit as usual, and put one in center of mass and went up like crazy. Do Kerbals have different weights? I don't know. I don't know. They do have a tiny bit of weight, but I don't think they have different weights. I mean, I thought they were all the same weight. Hi James, it's been a while since you laid eyes on KSP without visual mods. Yeah, a few people have said that. I don't use many visual mods. I do have a few, but not many. Like the waterfall effects for the exhausts. Come on, wait for this to spin around. We've got a bit more fuel than what I usually deorbit this with. As we decrease in orbit, it'll get into control now. They have now accounted for his eating habits. Oh, real Rocky, you're experimenting with Kerbal's weight. The rocket has enough lift, including the Kerbal I mentioned. So whether this space plane is whether our little craft here has got enough lift. Come on and wait for it to get into control. And then once it's under control, then I'll put some trim on and we'll do a proper landing. It'll be fine. There we go. Thicker air now. I can start putting some trim on. Yeah, to do the trim is Alt. Use Alt and the WASD keys. Start the engines up. Yeah, see, it does get a bit out of control on the way down, but once we get into the thicker air, it's fine. Yeah, we're a bit high. High and heavy.
Terrain. Terrain.
Oh, we've got the train callouts.
Pull up. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Pull up. Sacred. Sacred.
Just blocking an advert on the other monitor. There we go. Okay, I thought it kept telling my Kerbal trainers to put all their future Kerbals on a diet. What happened to that? Yeah, the podcast I've been listening to, what I've been playing tonight, has been about diets. I need to diet myself, so I can't say anything about the Kerbals. I mean, I need to go on a diet. Anyway, we got these Kerbals down. We've got a bunch of launch stages in orbit. I'm just wondering if it's worth bringing a launch stage back, because that's just taking up space in orbit. Right, we've got the tourist aboard, so we're going to get that tourist. Going to get that tourist contract, because we've been streaming for 3 hours 22 this evening, 3 hours 22 minutes. And I'm just wondering if it's worth ending the stream now. Yeah, because I was a bit tired. I was making a few mistakes earlier. I am tired. We've got like 3 launch stages in orbit, haven't we? 100% on return parts. Yeah, we got the Kerbal contract. Tourist contract. Yeah, we've used a lot of money tonight. just getting dark where you live. So I'm fine if you continue. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 launch stages in orbit, which we've got to bring back. One of these launch stages is going the wrong way round and all. One of these is going the wrong way round. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's this one. See, it's going the wrong way round. So I'd like to bring this one back. Should we try and bring it back? It's so much harder going the other way around when you're not used to it. So we've got no fuel. We can't control this when it's got no fuel in, by the way, because we need the fuel to control the CG. Okay then. When does it say 175 meters per second relative to target? Oh, because we chose a target there. I don't know why it still says 175, because there's the target we selected over there. Surface speed is 0. Or target, we're not moving to the target at all. Orbit. Of course, we're 175 because we're or relative to orbit, because we're like so far from the center of the mass of the planet. So that's probably where it's getting target from. Even though, yeah, that should say 0, shouldn't it? Because our target's there. But then we're not in orbit. But our surface speed is 0. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to have to go. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break because we've been streaming for 3 hours 33 minutes and it's 3:59 in the morning. So I'm gonna call it here for tonight, I think. Where's my kitty? You know, chat slowed down a bit. I'm glad everyone's been here. Lucas, Scary Blue, Real Rocky, James. We had a few new chatters. Jason Palomino. Yeah, we had a few new chatters coming in. I'm just scrolling up. Wen was here earlier. Yeah, and Queen Lover. There was someone who came in, the first one to chat this evening. Yeah, okay. Thank you for being here, and good night, good morning.